Hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please do like and subscribe to my channel. And this is a particular kind of reading that is going to be specific only to a selection of people. So I have a wand here with different colours. And what I'm going to get you to do is to just take a little look at this wand for a moment and just look at the colours that you see. And I want you to just focus for a moment, maybe take a few deep breaths and just gaze at the colours, or even close your eyes, whatever you want to do. And just take a moment to pick a colour, or even when you close your eyes, if the word of a colour or a flash of a colour appears before you, I want you to remember what that is. But it has to be the first thing that pops into your mind. Don't take too long overthinking it. And then I will tell you which colour I'm going to be working with. So if that was the colour that you picked, then this reading is for you. Okay. Okay, so the colour is purple. So if you picked purple, then this reading is just for you. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that back a tiny bit, point that down a little bit and see, well, I haven't really got much room here, but let's see what your runes are based around this then. So if you picked purple, then this reading is for you. Okay. If you didn't pick purple, then maybe try again next time. Othala. So this could be something at the moment that's going on in your life that's to do with family, that is to do with, it could also be a remembering of your family members. So you could be thinking quite heavily about somebody who has passed at this time. Maybe it's the anniversary of somebody that's passed. I'm getting quite strong sort of grandparent energy around this, or an older person that passed away that was of importance to you, that is strongly on your mind at this time. Let's see what else we have on there. And Rado, and that could be because you are going through a bit of a change at this time. You're going through a bit of a new direction. Something's changing for you. And this person, possibly you would have been able to talk to, or you admired them for their ways of being, their ways of dealing with responsibility, and just their general direction in life and way of being. So perhaps you are, but I do feel this person is behind you in your decision making. And I feel like the direction that you are planning to take, they are behind you on this. They may have even been trying to give you the synchronicities, the guidance, all of the signs that you've been getting have been coming from that person in spirit that's on your mind at this time. Let's see what else we have on there. Okay, now, so yeah, you've been paying a lot of attention to things that are happening around you, especially around people. Decisions you're making based around, you know, who's telling me the truth, who isn't telling me the truth, where do I feel more secure, where don't I feel secure. I do feel that somebody's coming into some money as well. Don't generally like to talk about money, but I do feel like if you have been having a bit of a struggle lately with your finances, then something's about to change on that. Something is happening around that. You've had a real illumination. Something's really being highlighted to you, especially since seems like you've gone from a crossroads to actually making a solid decision at this time. You're still second guessing that decision, I feel, just in case. It's almost like you're still asking some questions, but it's almost like this beacon of light has been lit and it cannot be unseen now. You know what direction to take. And use that fire now to bring more power to you, to guide you. You know, burn away all of the loose ends, the things that are getting you down at this time, that are getting in the way of you. I'm going to pick one of these dream ritual cards as well. So let's just see what we get on here. Okay. Let's see. What do we have for you on your dream ritual cards? I'm going to pick one out manually. Receive. Yeah, so this is things that you've been hoping for, that you've been wanting. See, that looks like a volcano. I actually thought that was a volcano in the background, but it's actually a bed. Now, I'm going to go with what I first thought. So there's been a lot going on under the surface with you, I feel. And now it's almost like it's gone, it's, you know, that lava, that light, that illumination, it's hit boiling point. It's hit the point where it's not going back in, it's coming out, it's spilling out. And it's, you know, you could have been maybe having a few dreams at this time. There's something about, like, that looks like a lifeline as well across there, you know, like those heart monitors. So it's almost like maybe something about life, something about, you know, how fortunate you are for the life that you have. And maybe a need for, perhaps you have needed to have rest, but you are thinking, and during that restful time, or that like realization that you've had in your heart, it's kind of opened up a whole new world for you. And it's like that volcano exploding. I've got to say, what keeps popping into my head, I don't know if you've seen this, if you're into Disney films, it's at the end of the Moana film, and it's like this, it's a Hawaiian what do you call it, mythology or something, and it's about a volcano, and this volcano that sort of thinks it's alone for the rest of its life, and then it meets another volcano, and they become together, and they, you know, become lovers, sort of thing. There's something about that that's to do with this. It's almost like maybe you've gone through a period of feeling like you're alone, but now you've had this epiphany. It's almost like there's a connection or something that has been shown to you, which is like, you're not going to be alone. And there's a flow to it, and it's like it's woken your heart up. You know those heart monitors where it's like it goes flatline, but then it starts to beep. It's almost like something has lifted your heart, has kind of set things aflame a little bit on here. That's what I'm seeing from this, which is really nice. Really, really nice. And we have surrender as well. I was just about to put the cards away, and then this one flipped over just as I was about to put them away. Ooh, so it's been a bit of a flow for you. I think you've been going through a time, maybe from the new moon, from the recent new moon, like you've been sort of flowing down a river kind of thing, a river of dreams. I've got Billy Joel stuck in my head now. You've just allowing yourself, instead of fighting against the water, instead of trying to swim back or not allow yourself to go with the flow, you are now allowing yourself to go with the flow. You're surrendering to this. You're allowing it. And because you're allowing it, the passion, the fire is more driven. And that's why you've got this closer connection now to this loved one, because this person is kind of like all for this and been trying to guide you in this direction. And now you're getting it. That's what it feels like. So let's see. Actually, I'm going to do it again. We're going to just pick an angel card this time to go with you. And then I'm going to pick your tarot cards. So let's see, what is it with the angel cards at this time? What do we have for the angel cards? Ooh, just saw listen deeply there. So that could be listening deeply to yourself, or maybe listening deeply to somebody else as well. Like, what words are being told, and are those words aligning with actions as well? Trust the universe. So you've been guided along on this path, and it feels very much like you have just allowed yourself to be guided, and you're not really sure, like there's something you're not quite understanding about why this path has been shown to you, but you are trusting it, or you're trying to trust it. But you keep asking, is this the right path? Is this right? And it's like, it's almost like this spirit team, they're trying to say, yes, this is what we've been guiding you towards. Look, the beacon has been lit. Like, we've lit the torch now, so you can't unsee this. You've seen it now, and you are surrendering to it. And because you're surrendering to it, you can trust in the universe. It is bringing you to a place that opens up your heart center, but also is opening up your solar plexus as well. So this is opening up the personal power within you. For once, you're actually feeling a depth of confidence that I don't think you've ever really felt before. I can see that looks a bit like the Lord of the Rings, you know, those rings that are on there. I can see somebody with a ring that kind of has like elvish or something kind of writing on it that might be symbolic. Maybe you've just got yourself a ring, or you are thinking of getting a ring for somebody, or somebody's getting a ring for you. But it's interesting, it's got, I don't know if you can see this, and these aren't connected to the runes in any way, shape or form, but that looks like a diamond shape there, which is the rune Ingwas. And Ingwas is the rune of trust. It's about trusting, and that's self-containment. And that's where you're at right now, is like, you know, contain all that energy within, keep it deeply in there, and trust that you are on the right path, you're going in the right way. This also looks a bit like Superman, doesn't it, if you put it against your chest sort of thing. So it's almost like you're going from Clark Kent into Superman. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. I'm not talking about genders here. It's more about standing in your power, realising your responsibility and your belief. And with great power comes great responsibility. Now, I know that was actually Spider-Man, wasn't it? Not Superman. But anyway, let's see. So what is it that this person in spirit is trying to tell you? What do they want you to know? You may have been seeing a lot of purple around as well, if purple was the colour, obviously, that you chose, because that's what you're having this reading. So what they want to tell you, that you do have, there's been an inspired thought that's leading to a new venture, a new beginning. And it's actually leading to you being quite secure. This is the King of Pentacles. Now, this is somebody that is very stable and secure. And I see you heading towards, and it's interesting that it's the fire, because Kanaz is all about that flame, that fire. And the wands are all about that fire energy as well. So it is about that passion, enthusiasm for what you need to move forwards towards, what you're working towards is right there in front of you. It's like this new beginning. It's there, it's ready to be taken. I do feel it does, it could be about where you're living as well, and like financial security. There's something about that seems to be, I did say that before, didn't I think a little bit ago. If you're worried about that, then I don't think you need to worry about it for much longer, because it feels like something quite significant is going to be happening for you very, very soon. I do feel like by the 1st of June, things are going to significantly change in your life for the better, because of this decision, this choice that you're making. And it's almost like you could test this right now by moving in the direction of this course that you want to take, and you'll start to see the changes, things just flowing, things just becoming a lot easier for you. So that's what they want to tell you, is that you're moving to something that's full of abundance, stability and security, and loyalty as well. There's loyalty in there. But it starts with you making that decision and having that inspired thought, which you can then turn into action. Okay, so there's a lot of inspiration coming from this. Okay, so what about this direction? What is this direction? Oops, that you're taking? Okay, so you're working quite diligently on this. It's something that you have been looking into, that you've been looking at. It could be work related. I do feel it could be to do with your career or what type of work you do. And you are kind of spending a lot of time focused on that, thinking about that. And it's good that you are, but what they're trying to say here is almost like, you know, don't bury yourself too deep into this. I'm going to get more clarity on that 8 of Pentacles. So what is that actually talking about? Eight of Pentacles. You've had a realisation about something that you can work on. That you know is worth working on as well. I saw the Ace of Swords a moment ago, which is like having that clarity and like a moment of like, aha. Right, so the direction is you've been worrying, you've been stressing, you've been holding this all in your mind for some time, and what they're telling you now is that, you know, worrying is a bit like sitting in a rocking chair and expecting it to go somewhere. It's something to do, but it doesn't actually serve any purpose. It's not actually going to make things better for you. It's not going to help you. So what this is kind of suggesting is that it's, you know, you've unveiled the way forward. You've unveiled the way to go. So you don't need to sit there now worrying, stressing, feeling like all is lost, because now you have a direction. And it's putting in that hard work. It's putting in the effort that's going to make the difference. But what is it that you're putting the effort into? What is that? Okay, it's something that you are desiring at the moment. It's something that is fulfilling you in a desirable way. Quite a sensual way, actually, it feels. So this could be to do with somebody that makes you feel content, that makes you feel happy in yourself. It could be to do with some form of work that you find real enjoyment out of. There's a sweetness to this. There's something that makes you feel like, when you think about it, and it doesn't feel like hard work. It doesn't feel like any effort. It feels easy. And in some ways, it's almost like perhaps you have felt like this direction isn't right for you because it's felt too easy. But now you've had a little bit of a taste of it, that sweetness, you've kind of realised that is what I want, and I want more of it, and I want to continue down that path towards it. And there's an element of this where, you know, you've kind of, I feel like you've sabotaged yourself a lot in the past in this kind of area. You have sabotaged a lot of things because of worry about whether you're good enough or whether you can do it or not. But this Nine of Cups is making you want to put the effort in. It's making you want to work because it just feels right. It just feels good. That's really nice. Okay, let's see. So what do you need to pay attention to at this time? Because that's what Kainaz is talking about, is about paying attention. You have Nine of Pentacles. So this is about somebody that's kind of self-made, that it's almost like very independent. This is about you standing in your independence and feeling secure in what you're doing and where you're going. And I feel like that's the direction that you're heading towards. I'm getting quite a feeling as well, like a real feminine energy around this. So if you're the feminine here, then this is about you standing in your independence and feeling like you're self-made now. You don't need the help of anybody else. You've got your feet on the ground. You're running your own business. You've got a roof over your head. You're doing really well for yourself. Now, if you're the masculine here, you're probably all of those things as well yourself. But I feel if you're the masculine here, this is about a feminine that is entering your life or already in your life, that you're looking up to and feeling like, I want to be like that person. I want to be independent. I want to have my stuff together. Or maybe you're desiring, that's what that Nine of Cups is about, desiring this type of person, you know, that seems to have it all together. Very desirable for you. So let's see, is there any advice that Spirit want to give? Whoa, give you at this time? Oh, there it is, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, there's this real aha moment of like, you want to communicate something here that's like you've had an epiphany. That's that volcano I was talking about before, where it's almost like it's spilling over. You've come to a point where it's like, I get it now. I know what I need to do. And there's an element of, I feel, urgency almost, of like, I've got clarity now. I really understand my purpose. So the advice they're giving you is to, you know, maybe take charge now and recognize and realize that success is in your hands based on what you do from this point. Okay. Yeah. Let me get some advice on here. What are you hoping for at this time? What are your hopes? What could you be hoping for at this time? Yeah, you want to stand in your power. You want to feel like you're in your power. Whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. This is about you feeling like you have victory and that you're winning in your life. And that is the direction that you've decided to take, that this spirit is kind of helping you to understand and be aware of and pay attention to. This is what you're heading towards, is being in your power, sat on your throne, you know, the king of your own life or queen of your own life, having the power and taking action. There's definitely an element of taking action and feeling confident in taking that action as well. But there's an element of needing to really access and own truth here as well. So let's just see what those are on. No. Okay, I'm going to put those away because there's too many that fell out. What is the outcome here? Yeah, Six of Wands. So this is triumph, action, movement. Something is going to make you feel proud to be you, proud to be moving in the direction that you are. It all starts with you taking that chance, and I feel like you know what that direction is. It's just about you taking that step. Remember I said about the volcanoes? You've got to erupt to be seen, to enable this to all unfold in the way that you want to go. You can't keep it submerged anymore. You need to release it. You need to be seen. Surrender to it so that you can receive it. Remember those cards that you had at the beginning? You have to surrender to this in order to receive it. Okay. And it all started around that new moon. So maybe you did plant a seed of intention around the new moon, and that's why this is happening for you. There is only you that is holding you back. Nobody else is holding you back, just yourself. So stop sabotaging yourself and truly stand in your power so that you can be proud of yourself and triumph. So if you picked purple, then this reading is for you. If that resonated with you, then please leave a purple emoji of some form in the comments and like it. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back for more readings very soon. Have a blessed evening.